The most common accessory for Wacom Intos and Cintiq tablets is the Wacom pen, or it's also called grip pen. The features of this pen is that it can detect pressure and also tilt. So you can use these options, like in Photoshop, to be able to add different effects to your drawing. Let me just show you this in Photoshop. So when you have a new document, in this document, I select the brush tool, and in the brush settings, under shape dynamics, I can choose to control the size with the pen pressure, or I can also control it with pen tilt. I can set the same thing for transfer. So for example, if I want to control the opacity with the pen tilt, I can also do that. So I just changed it to this, and I will make a bigger brush just to show you how it works. So if I now draw and keep my pen straight, I can draw completely full opacity. And if I turn it to the side, I can draw with less opacity. So I'm just changing the tilt of my pen. And as you can see, it can control, in this case, the opacity. And in the brush settings, we have so many other options we can control. Especially now in Photoshop CS6, we have new controls as well, like brush pose and build up. The grip pen has two sides. We have the nib, and we also have the eraser at the end, which can also be set to different options. Let me show you the preferences for this. In the Wacom tablet preferences, I can choose pen or the eraser. And under eraser, I can choose the default option erase, or I can disable it, or I can set it to a specific click type or keystroke or a modifier. The great thing with the eraser that it also has pressure sensitivity. So if I press it onto the tablet, you can see I hold it slightly. If I press it more, we can see the current pressure. So this is how it can measure the strength. Also, a great thing with these pens is that you can customize two buttons on them. Originally it's right click and double click, but you can once again change these to any specific options, and you can even set it to work differently with different applications. And if you feel like that you are losing the sharpness of the nib that you have in the pen, you can always easily change it by using the holder and just rotating the top of it, and then inside you will find the tool to be able to quickly replace the pen nib, and then you will find several additional nibs that you can use. If you work with the tablet all the time, you will probably need to replace a nib every 2 months.